I want to explain how Satan uses music and why it is one of his most effective weapons on humanity. So I've been seeing lately that a lot of people have been dying. A lot of artists have been demonic. A lot of people have been just doing evil things, especially musicians. And I realize, from what I know personally, from what I can say as a teenager, I've listened to I've listened to what's the word, gang banging music. I've listened to lustful music, and all these things do is influence the actions I want to do. Like listen to hood music. It makes me want to be a hoodlum. Sadly, it's weird to describe that, but it makes me want to hurt people and do bad things. Listen to lustful music. It makes me want to do lustful things. Like that's what I'm telling y'all. So it's like these things are not of God, and that's why I feel like secular music and carnal music is bad and really, 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 really a strong tool the devil uses to pull us away from God's love and to pull, even though nothing can pull away from God's love, but he uses it to pull us from our relationship to try to make us push God away and go more towards the music because it pulls us away from God because all it's doing is influencing our minds to be like the music we're listening to, if that makes sense. Now, a lot of people don't believe in warlocks and witches, but that's a real thing. If you really pay attention to what they do, all these symbols, these demonic symbols, all these sound baths, some of these artists do all these things. They do these things, especially in concerts. Travis Scott concert, for instance. If you really pay attention to the video, you can look it up. I feel it was demonic, and I feel like he was harvesting soul energy. I genuinely believe that. But I feel like that's why we should replace, like me personally, I listen to beats more than anything, gospel music and beats. But I must be careful and I must be able to discern the fact that some beats are not of God. There's certain artists that put very, very, very demonic energy into certain things that a lot of people want to kill themselves. That's sad beats. Make people want to kill themselves. Make people want to kill others. Make people want to hurt themselves. Make people want to hurt others. Make people want to do all these terrible things that are not of God. That God has not called us to do. But these are things we just got to realize. We got to be able to just be wise and be knowledgeable that these things will pull us away from Christ. And if they pull us away from Christ, then they could have a long lasting effect on us. Especially as kids when we don't really know Jesus as much, it's way easier for music to have influence over our souls and over our lives. But one thing I have understood is that, like I said earlier in the start of the video, that is one of Satan's greatest weapons. There's a lot of other weapons he uses, like pornography. I'm gonna talk about that one day soon. But Satan uses music to influence our minds, our thoughts, our actions, and uses it to distort our ability to follow Christ and be obedient to his will. That's why he calls us not to listen to. That's why he said, guard your ears, guard your eyes. Because what we listen to and what we see, and even what we entertain, what we even think, it pours out of our soul. And these things could make it seem like our soul, like, not make it seem, but they can actually harm your soul. It's like poison, if that makes sense. Like, secular music is like poison to our souls, and we must be able to discern this and realize that it's bad for us and we shall not listen to it. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just music. It's not really doing that to me. That's a discernment problem. If you don't pray for discernment or you don't truly follow Christ, you're not gonna be able to see that. Like I was when I didn't follow Jesus, I didn't realize, okay, this music has this effect on me. But as I realized, music is very, very, very powerful. It can make you feel good. It can make you feel bad. We know this. It can make you feel sad. It can make you feel happy. We know this. So it's like, what makes you think if the devil was literally the angel of music? A beautiful divine angel of music. What makes you think when he fell and became distorted and deceptive and disgusting and the opposite of beauty that he wouldn't do the same to music? Like that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. It makes sense. So we must be able to discern the ability. We must be able to discern that devil uses music to influence our actions, and he will continue to use it into the end of time to bring as much souls to hell as possible. For instance, I'll give you an example. I've been seeing music that like certain rappers, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, all these ladies make. They are influencing young ladies to use their bodies for profit. Like they're influencing this trick culture. All these people to want to just sleep with people, get money. Sleep with people, get money. Boston Richie, sleep with women, get money. Like do drugs, sleep with women, get money. Like that is bad, and then it influences our hearts and our souls to want to mirror image that energy that they're harvesting into our lives. We must be wise to understand these things can harm us. These things are not good for us. So why do you continue? You say you want to follow God. You say you want to be obedient to His will. Yeah, you continue to listen to music that's literally going against what He tells us to do. It's pulling you away from that obedient heart. It's pulling you away from that holy heart you desire, that He calls us to desire. It's pulling you away from that purity that you want. It's filling your mind with impurity. Therefore, you're not going to hear God when He tries to talk to you. You're not going to hear God when He tries to help you. You're not going to hear God when He tries to direct you. You're not going to hear God when He tries to guide you. Tries to guide you. So I'm gonna say this and end it. We must change from this sinful music that we listen to. All this music causes us to do is change who we are and try to live from what we're hearing. Try to live what we're hearing, and this thing is very bad because if you're listening to music that is going against God, what He teaches us, then you will not be able to follow God's will because it's influencing your actions. You are not strong enough. None of us humans, fleshly humans, are strong enough to be able to fight against the frequencies of music unless we have Christ in our hearts and we pray frequently and we stay away from, we avoid listening to these demonic frequencies.